Killed by boulders. 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 Killed by boulders.
I could beat this in a week. Barony is a game where you have to survive 35 levels, discover hundreds of ways to die, and then defeat God. Sisyphus is happy he's not in your shoes. Before I can experience the joys of the dungeon, I have to make my character. When it comes to race, I have this sick furry adjacent obsession with playing goblins. There's just something magical about stealing a handful of gold and then immediately getting curb stomped by the shopkeeper. Class-wise, I decided to be a wizard. I'm gonna do spells and shit. All I have to do now is read the books and learn the spells. Oh, that's right, goblins are apparently f***ing illiterate. My only options are using a magic staff or ripping a page out of the spell book. I carefully crossed the dungeon until I stumbled across a troll. Naturally, I assumed healing the troll would make him my friend. It did, for about 3 seconds. Fuck. On another run, I found a magical staff that could lock doors and chests. It's cursed. I'm permanently glued to the damn thing. Not long after, I found a chest. Yeah, fuck you! Yeah! Fuck, completely broke. Whoa, reopen! Also, fun fact, goblins can read, just not learn. While exploring the mines, I stumbled into the gnomish portion. This place is basically Vietnam. Unfortunately, there's a really good helmet down here, so this stop is basically mandatory. There's also a shopkeeper who immediately attacks me. Apparently being a goblin counts as probable cause. So lessons for today: don't trust monsters, don't trust loot, and never assume Barony wants you to have fun. After skipping over 20 runs where every creature in the dungeon turned me into a chew toy, I finally had a run going. I made it past the gnomish mines and found a top hat that claimed it gave boulder immunity. I'll just keep it in my inventory for now. Eventually, I made it to the swamps. Honestly, this place felt pretty welcoming. I'm a goblin, and half the creatures here are also goblins. Finally, a place where I belong. Then, a boulder appeared. Turns out I should have worn that top hat. The day started with a boulder rolling directly through the spawn door. I guess Barony wanted to give me a hint. After spending most of the day getting repeatedly turned into a goblin pancake, I finally made it back to the swamps. The swamps contain a secret level, a giant castle full of loot, no immediate danger, and plenty of stuff for me to steal. For once, Barony was actually being nice to me, which should have been my first warning. After looting the castle, I left, and immediately got surrounded by ghouls. Oh no. I finally made it to the Sand Labyrinth. I'm still trying to understand the architecture of this world. I went from the mines, to a swamp, now into a desert. Soon, I'll be in a Walmart. While exploring, I found a trap that sends spikes out of the ground if I don't move fast enough. Now logically, I should probably drop some of my gear, reduce my weight, and carefully plan this out. Oh my god, it's already day 5? I made it back to the desert with a whole group of goblin allies. With this party, I could definitely make it to the next area. And then I saw a scorpion. No problem. I'll just smack him with my staff and save some mana. Easy. Oh no. I'm paralyzed. It's fine. I have an entire party with me. They'll help, right? Yo! Fucking hell! Well, I made it to the next area, the ruins. And honestly, this place sucked. I felt completely out of my league. The creatures were stronger, fights were taking forever, and I was barely surviving. Actually, I probably shouldn't have been alive at this point, but somehow I kept going.
I didn't hear no bell.
And then I found a trap room. I looked up and saw the boulder waiting above me. Okay, I just need to trigger the trap and get out of the way. Except the boulder doesn't move. Alright, I'll just run past it and dodge it. What could go wrong? You hear that? That silence? That's the sound of someone realizing they just died to a boulder. Again. Alright, every day I've been getting farther and farther. This was it. This was the run where the magic happened. The run where everything came together. It started off with me dying in the same area of the mines over and over again. It felt like I traveled back in time. I wasn't on day 7 anymore. I was back on day 1. Eventually, I made it back to the swamps and found a shopkeeper. Luckily, I had a secret weapon, polymorph potions. Instead of fighting shopkeepers like some kind of idiot, I could actually trade with them. Left the shop and immediately got the shit beaten out of me by goblins. Guys, I'm a fucking goblin. Oh right, the polymorph potion. I forgot everything! Last run. I planned carefully. I cleared the first level without taking any unnecessary risk. The second level, skipped it completely. I went straight to the gnome mines, mined a bunch of gold, and finally had enough money to buy some good equipment. I found a shopkeeper, I sold my loot, bought a ring, a really nice ring. I have no idea what it did, but how bad could it be? Ring of conflict. What the fuck?